Good afternoon, I'm Milton Walker with the Midday News. A special welcome if you're watching on onespotmedia.com. A reminder as well that you can download our One Spot Media app in the Google Play Store or the App Store. That's the number 1, followed by the word Spot and Media. Voting is in full swing as members of the electorate go to the polls to elect their new Member of Parliament in 3 constituencies. So far, there have been reports of a smooth voting process in today's by-elections in all 3 seats. Our team coverage begins in the hotly contested Marisol Eastern seat, where the People's National Party, Dr. Shane Alexis, is up against the Jamaica Labour Party's Dr. Norman Dunn. Our reporter, Andrew Chisholm, is covering that constituency, and that's the latest. Andrew?
It is raining here in Another Southeast St Mary, where election activities are continuing. Nonetheless, the spirit of the PNP and JLP supporters have not been daunted. Earlier, I took a visit around one of the schools, and PNP supporters are there, JLP supporters are still there in their numbers, voting for the candidate of their choice. I must tell you also that on my way here to the St. Teresa Catholic Church, I saw Senior Superintendent Calvin Allen, who is helping to navigate the traffic congestion here in Anotabe. And of course, we have other police and military personnel on duty who are overseeing activity. Earlier I went to the Belfield division, which is one of the hotly contested divisions. Traditionally, it is a PNP stronghold. The last local government election, the PNP won it by 250 votes. And in the last election, that's a general election, the PNP won it by 484 votes. However, JLP supporters, they believe that they can change that this time around. There was however one complaint when we went to Belfield. Let's hear from this resident who we spoke to in Belfield.
When I come, I see a big long bag of line from out there. So when I find out and ask what is the position in there, I'm going to them say the new people work inside here. So I don't know if the new people them don't know the people them and finding out more investigation or what.
So the voting slow yourself?
So, not moving, none at all. Not moving because see, they ask anybody the line is just there can show. See it right round there and people and round there on different show can show up on a different segment.
So come back round here so now. So about how long you there so now?
I'm there about it go over 4 hours right now, because people there from before the polling station work. 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock the polling station work. And right now, nothing in the line now move and nothing now move.
You're here for 4 hours?
Yeah, right now, see there. And the line now move, because see the line now move. You can't see nobody now move at all. You understand me? So I don't know. You know, them say, all me them say those new people are working inside. So
you still plan for wait?
But I will have a little bit, you know, because I really want to make still, you know, because I vote every time still, you know. I vote every year, you know.
Okay, that's a report from our reporter Andrew Chisholm in Anotabe, St Mary. And we head now over to Southwestern St Andrew. That's being contested by the PNP's Dr. Angela Brown-Burke and the JLP's Victor Hyde. Our reporter Vashon Brown is covering the by-election in that constituency and gives us an update. Vashon?
I'm standing here just outside the Haile Selassie High School in Southwest St Andrew. Now behind me are outdoor agents for both the Jamaica Labour Party and the People's National Party. The police and the military are also here keeping a close watch on the situation in Southwest St Andrew. Earlier on, I spoke with the superintendent in charge of the St Andrew South Police Division, Superintendent Arthur Brown.
There are 16 polling locations and 100 polling stations within the Southwest constituency. We have police officers placed at all of these locations. In addition to that, we have some patrols in the particular areas, and we have some external resources that are assisting with us in covering this election today. So we are well covered.
Both the People's National Party and the Jamaica Labour Party are confident of victory. But I should point out that this is considered to be a PNP safe seat. In fact, it is the strongest seat for the People's National Party. The former MP for the area, Portia Simpson-Miller, received 94% of the votes in the last general election when she went up against the JLP's Victor Hyde. Earlier on, I spoke with some PNP and JLP supporters. Why are you supporting Victor Hyde in this election?
Well, what has happened, we have like a new person in this area. But away from the politics thing, what I am interested in is everyone to just live as one. PNP and Labour, green and yellow, just live as one. We are all Jamaican.
Why you support Angela Brownberg though?
God, I love Angela with my heart. Them woman, they are good woman. She nice. Principle she deal with.
You know, the people them want a change now, though. I would just feel say we put out a good work, we can get a change in the constituency.
To my knowledge, it look like said I can get good, excellent out of that lady. And for me now, education is the key. And to my knowledge, she's all about that. So from she's all about that, I'm with her 100%, Angela Berg.
Now, leading up to this by-election, the PNP's Angela Brownberg was in a runoff with the PNP's Audrey Smith-Facey. Of course, Mrs. Smith-Facey is the councillor for the Painland Division. Now, I asked the PNP's Patrick Roberts whether Mrs. Brownberg is receiving the support of Mrs. Smith-Facey for this by-election. First of all, why are you overseeing the Painland Division? I mean, there's a councillor for the Painland Division.
Yeah, but basically, as you know, when you have a by-election, you usually have a lot of external people that help the division. Because what we do is mostly have the internal people do the outdoor and the runner work. But they're more used to the work the voters. Hence, the external people would play an inside role. So basically, that's the role that I'm playing.
Having said that, is Mrs. Brownberg receiving the support of the councillor for the Painland Division, Audrey Smith-Facey?
Well, it's obvious, you know, she's not here, but I don't know, and I'm not really getting to that. My whole thing is to bring out the voters in Painland, and at the end of the day, we can deal with the internal issues that may arise.
So do you think that will minimize the number of votes the PNP will get for the Painland Division?
No, as you can understand, PNP people are PNP people, regardless of what. They are not voting JLP. So it's no matter about who or what is the circumstances. They are coming out to vote. And as you can understand, we just little after 9, and in this cluster at the Haile Selassie High School, we have pretty amount of persons that already come out and voted since morning.
So what's the plan for the rest of the day?
Well, we have a target for Painland Division, and that we are looking at the targets, and at 12 o'clock we can assess and see where we are far from or whatever we need to do extra to get to our targets.
Mrs. Simpson got over 3,000 votes for this division. Are you expecting that same number?
Naturally, we would like to get the same, but as you know, Mrs. Simpson-Miller is Mrs. Simpson-Miller. Hence, a by-election would have a lesser amount of turnout. Basically, if Ms. Simpson-Miller or former MP got a 60% turnout, probably in a by-election you'll have around anywhere between 45, 48 turnout. So naturally, we are looking at the 3,000 as a target, but if we get anything over 2,000, we're still okay, based upon the turnout for the by-election.
That report from Vashon Brown in Southwest St Andrew, reporting from the Haile Selassie High School in the constituency. We also have a reporter, Herman Green, in St Andrew Southern. That seat is being contested by the PNP's Mark Golding and the JLP's Dane Dennis. Herman Green has this update. Herman?
Thank you. Well, we have been stopping at all the polling stations throughout South St Andrew since morning. We stopped at the Charlie Smith High School, the Boystown Heart Academy, Jonestown Primary School, and now we're at Jackson Basic School. And what we have seen so far is basically a smooth flow of voters trickling in. From what we've heard from the EOJ workers as well as from the police, things have been going very smoothly so far. From what we have observed, it has been mainly orange with little spots of green throughout the constituency, basically, which kind of speaks to why persons think or say it is a PNP stronghold. Now, just in terms of a little background for this constituency was created in 1967. And that first election, the JLP actually won it through Eugene Parkinson. Now, since then, it has been all PNP right through, except for in 1983, of course, when the PNP did not contest the election. This comes right up to the last MP, which is Omar Davis. He took over in 1993. Basically, he remained MP for about 23 years up to his resignation in June of this year, June 29, 2017, which is why we are at this by-election now. We'll be continuing to go through the constituency, checking with other polling divisions, other polling stations, just to see how things are going there and reporting back to you in studio. For now, I'm Herman Green, reporting for TVJ News.
Meanwhile, our reporter Herman Green also said he spoke with representatives of the security forces at polling centres in St Andrew Southern, who gave an update on how things have been progressing. Here is Head of Security at the Boys Town Hart Academy polling station, Deputy Superintendent of Police, Renford Rowe.
Things have been, the voting has been happening in earnest, and no incident, and the voters and they are cooperating with certain rules. There are quite a few persons who want to come in with the faces of the candidates emblems, and we spoke to them to turn their shirt and the inside out. They cooperated, they went inside and vote, and there was no further argument. So everything is going in earnest. We are having no problem here.
In other news, the Clarendon police have been kept busy with news of 2 separate murders Sunday evening. In the first incident, 8 persons were shot, 1 fatally. A child was also among those shot in that incident in the community of Farm, where increasing crime and violence has been a concern for residents and the police over the past few months. TVJ's Krista Campbell picks up that story.
A contingent of soldiers and police in the community of Farm, Clarendon, after news of yet another shooting incident in an area which has been struggling with an upsurge in crime, particularly shootings, in the past few months. Oliver Drive was the scene of the latest incident, which claimed the life of 37-year-old Lacia Mantak, a hairdresser of Evans Avenue in Farm. She was among several persons at a shop and barber shop when gunmen reportedly fired at them from bushes, then escaped. It happened about 6 o'clock Sunday evening, shortly after the other victims returned from a football match between the Humber Lions and Harbourview football clubs hosted at the stadium complex in Farm. Among the 7 persons nursing gunshot wounds from that incident are the assistant manager for Humber Lions Football Club, his 5-year-old daughter, as well as an 18-year-old student of Heart Trust in Old Harbour, St Catherine. While processing that scene, the police were called to Kemps Hill, also in Clarendon, where a 22-year-old man was shot and killed about 8:50 Sunday night. Police found the body of Michael Mitchell lying face down on his veranda with what appeared to be gunshot wounds to his back and buttocks. No motive has been established for either killings. Krista Campbell, TVJ News.
Another broken water main coupled with the inclement weather affecting the island is causing grave inconvenience for residents of communities of the Mandela Highway in St Andrew. The broken pipe is in the vicinity of the industrial gas plant IGL. It's left a section of the roadway flooded. Several pedestrians using that section of the Mandela Highway were seen walking along the perimeter fencing at the IGL's plant. Students attending Heidel group of schools have also been negatively affected by the situation.
It was very difficult because I have to drop off my son at school and then to skip through all this water to reach the work. It's really difficult. I need to hurry back to the road.
So is the first ever seen it like this?
No, not really, but it's the first I have to traverse through the water to come to work. Like
the water on the road. Water flow, the road flooded the water, so have to skip. We can't stay, we can't walk, and I have to take to the sidewalk. The road needs better draining, better, I don't know.
Communication manager at the National Works Agency, Stephen Shaw, says the structure of the roadway in the vicinity of the IGL plant will be changed, and that should get rid of the flooding along that section of the Mandela Highway. In sports, Jamaica's Sunshine Girls equaled their best finish at the Fast 5 netball series, even after losing 34-29 to England in the final on Sunday in Melbourne, Australia. The Sunshine Girls were not able to better their 2009 finish after their unbeaten run heading into the final. Jamaica won all 3 games on Saturday's opening day, and then on Sunday were 30-23 winners over New Zealand and also got the better of England 47-38. However, the English team turned the tables in the finals against the Jamaicans to grab the title for the first time since the version of the game was changed in 2012. 6 times champions New Zealand finished 4th after being defeated by Australia 34-15 in the 3rd place playoff. The Sunshine Girls will return to the island this evening. Thanks so much for joining us. That's the Midday News Election Special. We'll have another update later Milton Walker on behalf of our news, sports and production teams. Good afternoon.